kind of showing some of the gear that I use. I'm a guitar player, and I'm always interested in the gear that other people are using. How are they getting their tone? How are they getting the sound? Why do they sound like they do? What pedals are they using? What amps? What guitars? And so I just kind of thought I'd show some of the stuff that I use. And I figured I'd start with this little guitar here. I just picked this up not too long ago. And this is a Gibson Melody Maker. Played Fenders for a really long time, and I have switched to Gibsons. I also have an SG and a Les Paul that I enjoyed very much, and I was looking for a guitar that I could set up just to play slide on, and so that's what this one is. And it's a 2007 Gibson Melody Maker. I found it at a pawn shop, just happened to see it, and the price was right, and so I jumped on it and got it. Very pleased with it. This particular one was made in 2007. And they've made these over the years. Of course, they were real popular as student guitars in the late 50s, and then people picked them up, started playing them even professionally. You see people playing these, and they just kind of took off. Matter of fact, I read once that Gibson sold more 1959 Melody Makers than they did 59 Les Pauls, which, if you know anything about Gibson Les Pauls, 59 is the model that is sought after so much by everybody. And so anyway, it's got a neat history to it. Like I said, this one made in 2007. It looks old. All of that wear is natural. You can kind of see it on the back too. It was that way when I got it. But when I've looked at pictures of new ones, and this was a white finish, and it was solid white, it's just worn out and been played well. This one actually had a couple of bad tuners on it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. These are different. These are aftermarket tuners here that I put on. The other ones just wouldn't hold string tension. I will eventually go back with original Clouson tuners that say Gibson Deluxe on them, but for now this is just a quick fix, and no big deal. Doesn't change the sound or anything like that. Single coil guitar, just one pickup, and a tone knob and volume knob. Doesn't get any more simpler than that. For a slide guitar, that's really about all you need. You're not switching between pickups a whole lot, and you can really get a lot of tone just by dialing the tone knob out. And then this is wide open. Anyway, so you can get a lot just playing with it like that. Generally, playing by myself like this, in the without the band. When the band changes everything. So when the band's playing, you just kind of have to dial in and go with what the room sounded like at the time. Just sitting here jamming like this, I'll usually just roll the tone back and just knock the edge off a little bit. I play it wide open, just jamming like this. The volume's all the way up. I'm playing through a Fender Champ, which is a pretty sweet little tube amp. Also very affordable. They're still making these like they used to. This is in stock. The tubes in it are the tubes that were in it when I bought it, and I hadn't changed them out. I will at some point, but just haven't yet. So that's what I'm playing through. I've got the strings. I don't know if you can see this or not in the video, but the strings, the action is pretty high on this. A lot higher than I would normally have a guitar set up in standard tuning. And I've also got real heavy gauge strings on here. These are 12s or 13s, something like that. I don't remember exactly what I put on here, but I went with a real heavy gauge because I don't want to inadvertently press down. Sometimes, when you're jamming, you get a little bit excited, so I didn't want wanted strings that would hold the tension, and I don't want the slide rubbing against the frets. And so this one's set up like that. I've got it tuned to open E. Now, in our band, we play almost everything a half step down, so this is actually a half step down from open E, but that's what it's tuned in. So that's the chord when you hit it open. A lot of fun, got a great sound. Love the guitar. It's just fun to kind of jam on a little bit. A lot of things you can play on slide. lot of stuff you can do. It's fun to mess around with. Sometimes at church on Sundays, I've got another guitar there that actually belongs to Ty, the other guitar player in our band, and he's not playing on it right now. It's an Epiphone Wilshire, and I've got it set up in open E, and we play in regular tuning there on Sunday mornings. But it's set up in open E, and even some of the old hymns, you kind of get messed around with. I like a little bit of the edge off of that, and you can kind of get even a dobro, little banjo type sound out of it for some of those old hymns, something like that. Anyway, just a lot of fun. Very nice little guitar. If you run across one of these and can get it for a pretty good price, I highly recommend it. Just a lot of fun.